Gaffer, just starting off, first of all, how was your Christmas?
It was lively, yeah. It's good to have family time, it's really important, especially this time of year. But yeah, it was good to spend some time with, like I say, family, nice meal. And I'll get the little man today to come and open his presents at mine, so yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, you mentioned the importance of spending that time with your family as well, not just for you, but how important is something like that for the players?
Listen, I think it's important for everybody. It's one of the occasions in the year that everybody gets together to celebrate. So, yeah, I think for a lot of families and worldwide, it's a special time of the year for everyone to get together and celebrate with each other. Just
back to the football now, obviously. United away tomorrow. What are your thoughts heading into it?
A really good game. Two competitive teams going at it. They've had the upper hand on us 2 out of the 3 games in terms of victories. So, but I really think the games so far this season have been really tight. The first game down there was a 1-0 victory for Ayr, but a very dubious penalty kick. The game here in the league was 1 each, but could have went either way. We've got a great chance second half. We fouled it either side of the goalkeeper. It was probably a goal, but a great save. And Ayr could have nicked it at the end of a shot. Like I say, probably from Scott and Stephen's point of view, that they've got to do better with it. But we make a good save. And then the cup game, like I say, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but we had 2 or 3 glorious opportunities and never took any of them. And that was the difference in the Scottish Cup tie. And Ayr get their goal 60th minute and they score late on with a breakaway. So, like I say, if we can eradicate the errors and punish them at the other end, then we've got an opportunity to win the game. But every game I think's been tight, but every game's also been different, and I imagine the game tomorrow will be very different as well. They're coming off the back of 2 great results in terms of their victory at home against Falkirk and then their victory last week against Livingston. So they're in a good place, they're on a good run. So yeah, we need to match that, but certainly I'm not looking too much into them. I'm looking more into us. That we want to continue the run we're on. We want to make it 6. We've had 5 league games in the bounce where we've picked up points. We want to continue picking up points, and that is the same tomorrow down at Somerset.
Yeah, and I suppose, what can you take from the game against Dunfermline? A good 2-0 win at home. What can you take from that heading into tomorrow?
Well, I think for both teams, obviously after the aftermath of the game, James losing his job isn't ideal. We don't want to see anybody losing jobs. We've all got tough jobs, but when people lose their job, it's not nice. So on that part, obviously it's sad to see James go. But for ourselves, it was a good 3 points. The weather for both teams was horrific. It was a game of 2 halves. So I think in the main we handled the conditions a lot better than Dunfermline did. But albeit they had 2 great chances, and Ryan's made a great save just at the death, and Blues made a great stop with his nose in the first half. So, but for us ourselves, we could have had more goals. We need to be more ruthless when we get those opportunities. Aaron's had a good save for the keeper onto the post. Cammy Ballantyne's 1-on-1, keeper makes a good save. Moff's 1-on-1, the keeper comes out and smothers the opportunity. There's other ones, but in the main, the most important thing in the day was to get the 3 points. We've done that. 2 good goals and a clean sheet, which is always good positives to take from the game.
You mentioned, of course, already, the amount of times we've played there this season. It'll become the 4th time since the start of the season, and the 3rd on the road as well. How difficult is it when you play a team so many times, especially away from home?
Listen, we are going so well at the top end of the table. They get a good backing at the moment. The fans are coming out and backing them, and rightly so. They're in a good place. But if we took our chances in the games, Gareth, then the outlook could be so much different. And that's not just against there, that's against numerous teams in this division. We've had many opportunities, we're just not taking our chances, and at the other end we've been punished. But the pleasing thing for me is, we'll stop conceding daft goals again. We look more solid defensively. We're starting to score goals. I think that's 7 goals in the last 3 games, something like that. Or 4 games, with the draw in there with Livingston at home 0-0. So we're starting to put the ball in the net. We're starting to keep clean sheets again, and that all breeds confidence. And I think that's the run. I think a lot was said after the Falkirk game when we lost heavily. and that can happen in any given day. But I think the reaction from the group since then has been remarkable, and then credit to them. You know, like I've always said, there's a good group here. They just need to grow in confidence, and they're certainly doing that at the moment. But we'll not get carried away. It's only, like I say, one game at a time for us. Yeah, we're on a good run, but if you don't keep doing the basics, don't keep working hard, if you stop running, doing all the things that you need to do to win games of football, then that comes back to bite you and you start losing games again. So, like I say, I've got a lot of plaudits for my team, the way they're going about their business, but we have to make sure tomorrow we're switched on from start to finish, because, like I say, they're a good team. They're well set up, they're well drilled, and if you don't do your job, then you'll be punished. And I think in the times we've played there, certainly that's been the outcome for me. We've been punished when we've not done our job properly.
And just finally, in terms of the team as a whole, how's availability for tomorrow?
The availability is okay. You know, Ali Crawford comes back into the squad. Obviously, Nathan pulls out with his hamstring. We're still waiting on results, which hopefully we'll get back ASAP. Then we'll take whatever comes for that on my stride. But yeah, apart from that, everybody else is fit and available. Obviously, the long-term absentees in terms of Dylan, Kingy and Kirk at the moment, they're still unavailable. So yeah, the team is similar to last week, albeit just Ali in and Nathan out.